All right. Good morning, everyone. It is an amazing fall day in New Jersey, and I am live streaming to members of the automotive community. I have a question for you. What is the best digital retailing platform that you've tested, or maybe the one that you're using? So, what would you give one thumbs up or two thumbs up for? I'm very interested because in November we have the Automotive Analytics and Attribution Summit. We have our popular face off where we actually allow the companies to showcase their latest technology to wow consumers, to wow dealers. And I'm very interested to see how your dealership is using digital retailing. There's so many players. You've seen the announcements. We have the chat companies that moved into digital retailing. We have new players that built technology from the ground up. We've had dealer built strategies, software that was built inside the dealership. So WebBuy is one of them, A to Z Sync. The tools that have been built at the Walser organization were all built inside the dealership and pushed out. And then, of course, we have a lot of fintech companies coming into the space. And well, I'm very interested to hear from dealers about which digital retailing platform is absolutely the best. So if you don't feel comfortable with sharing your opinions or your experience online, how about sending me an email? Let me put that in the comments right now. Let's put that right here and make sure that you have that. There we go. There we go. Love to get your feedback on which digital retailing tools are working the best for you. So great. Also, just wanted to let you know that we're going to be coming out with a new industry research report on the flexibility and trackability of digital retailing platforms and analytics. So we're going to be testing out of the box digital retailing platforms and judge their ability to be seen in Google Analytics. Now, I'm well aware that when I call up a digital retailing vendor, they may turn on some features or try to accommodate my needs, but I'm going to be doing this test in a different way. I'm going to be testing the default installations, not the Brian Pash favor installation, the default installation of Roadster and Gubagoo and CarNow and AutoFi and Prodigy, and I can keep on going. What do those default installations look like? And I'm going to be putting together a scorecard on the level of transparency that these digital retailing tools provide dealers. And here's the reason why. There are two types of digital retailing tools, ones that sit on the dealer's websites and others that take the consumer off the dealer's website. Any tool that takes the consumer off the dealer's website means that they lose the visibility in their own Google Analytics account. The OEM may provide some dashboard, but there's no way to audit, right? Other than if dealers put an event on how many people clicked the CTA button to go start digital retailing, there's not an embedded tool that would show a dealer, well, I sent so many people over to the GM national site, or I sent so many people over to the Hyundai national site, or I sent so many people over to the Nissan national site, and how they engage. So I'm going to be coming out with a report, because what dealers have to understand is digital retailing tools take away most of the lead forms that were traditionally submitted on a website. So Digital retailing tools typically replace the trade tool, they replace the finance application, they do an unlock price depending on the manufacturer. All of these actions need to be visible and tracked in Google Analytics. And here's what I found. There's very little consistency in how these tools are being installed. And some of them are installed in such a way that they're not bringing the session ID. Now, I've called this out. I'm not calling out people here, but I hope they fix it. Is that there are some people that are throwing events, but they're not throwing those events associated with the session. So the events are associated with the location. And that's very dangerous because then you can't attribute shopper engagement to marketing channels. You can just say that there was activity on the website. So you're going to look for that right around the AAAS Summit in Palm Beach, November 14th, 15th, and 16th. So I'd love to get some dealer feedback on their digital retailing tools. And since dealers will be contacting me, I'll be more than happy to inspect their Google Analytics setup. And again, this will be a great way to say, hey, Brian, I want you to look at the typical installation for dealers. Now, who has done the most consistent, most detailed job at digital retailing? Well, there's one company that stands out today that has the most detailed, most expansive list of digital retailing events so that a dealer can see the activity online or in the showroom. They're a standout. But others have promised, Brian, we're putting together a full event library. So obviously Cox has a digital retailing platform. We know that Roadster was recently purchased by CDK. Reynolds recently purchased Gabagoo. You have CarNow. You have A to Z Sync. You have Prodigy. You have AutoFi. I mean, there's a lot of companies. But dealers really need to know, and I think more importantly, OEMs need to know that if they're going to have an open digital retailing platform, meaning dealers can pick multiple tools, then the OEMs also have to have standards. I don't think they understand that without these event standards, it's very difficult for dealers to know which tool in an open program is being engaging with consumers, is being used the most with consumers, or even where the sticky points are. So I would like to invite any dealers who are using digital retailing tools to reach out to me, send me an email. Give me your feedback on the installation experience. Give me your feedback on the support. And then might as well, if you'd like, I'll do a little audit on your analytics. Because again, I just want the scorecard not to be fudged. I don't want to use accounts that maybe these digital retailing companies set up perfectly for me, knowing that I was looking at them because we have shared clients. So at the upcoming Automotive Analytics and Attribution Summit, we are going to have our popular face-offs. We're going to be looking at the latest in digital retailing technology. We also have the companies who are feeding a lot of the digital retailing data. So we have OfferLogix, we have MarketScan, and we have Experian that are going to be sharing their contribution and their data inputs into a digital retailing experience. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about the challenges of OEMs that are forcing consumers to leave the dealer's website to do the digital retailing experience on a national portal, and what that means to dealer groups, what that means to roll-up reporting, what that means to marketing reports. And then I just wanted to encourage everyone to please take a look at the updated agenda. Let me put that link in as well. The agenda is really getting amazing in what we're doing now at the conference. As you'll be able to see in just a minute, that this conference is not basics. This is more than just 101 stuff. We're elevating the conversation. The conference is open up to the vendor community. The conference is open up to the OEM community. Of course, dealership managers and owners always attend these conferences because they know they're one cut above. I just want to remind everyone that Palm Beach is a beautiful place to be in November. The weather is perfect. The hotel is right on the ocean. It's a perfect place to bring a spouse or a partner to the event, but you need to book your rooms now. The room block will sell out. We got a very, very special rate. So the rooms that we have locked in are normally 3 times more expensive because, well, Palm Beach in the summer is just well, in the winter season, but it's summer for Florida, is just amazing. Check out the workshops. I'm going to be doing some amazing hands-on workshops with the new frameworks for Google Analytics goals, one view for service and one view for sales. We're going to be talking about the new framework for event tracking. We're going to have a lot of new data to share to help dealer groups, marketing managers, technology leaders really excel. If you can't make it out to the AAAS event, you should know that there are virtual tickets as well. We also are announcing today bundle packages for dealer groups and dealerships that want to take multiple people. If you want to save money on a bundle of tickets, you could shoot me an email as well. Those emails are going out today to all the people on our mailing list and all the people who like to be updated with the latest educational events. So let's wrap this live stream up by just saying, if you are using digital retailing tools and have an opinion and you would like to share that opinion, just shoot me an email, brian@brianpash.com. And I'd love to put out a very accurate and candid report on the state of digital retailing, and also score all the digital retailing platforms to whether they support detailed events on how consumers are using these tools. And again, if a tool is being installed and they can throw events, but they don't do it on the default install, I don't consider that best practice, because once the data is turned on, it's always there. If you don't turn on the data, you can't go back and put it in. So all digital retailing companies on install should be asking for their dealership's Google Analytics account and sending events in that Google Analytics account, period. There's just nothing else I can say about that. And many are doing a great job of separating messaging for sales and service, texting for sales and service. And then once somebody is in the sales mode and using the digital retailing tool, showing all the different actions that they're taking. Did they adjust the payments? Did they click on finance? Did they click on cash? Did they put in a trade? All these events are really important. So if you're interested in getting a report, that scorecard on all the digital retailing platforms, of course, look for that, as it will be included in the AAAS Summit. The people who attend that summit will be first to see that research, and will be scoring the power and transparency of digital retailing tools from an analytics and data-driven standpoint. That's super important because it impacts marketing. It impacts sales process, and more importantly, it will give dealers the information they need to be able to test different call to action messages, test different workflows, or even compare different products. So that's all for now. I hope to see all of you at the Automotive Analytics and Attribution Summit, the most advanced, forward-thinking, and progressive automotive data-driven conference in automotive retail. See you soon, everyone, and have a great week. Let's start it strong.